Hello again, it's me, Sherry. Would you like to hear a traditional fairy tale? This is an audio story, which means you won't see the pictures. You'll just see a nice screen with some twinkling stars. So just relax and listen to the tale of Snowflake. A long time ago in Russia, there lived a couple who longed for a child. But the years passed and no child was born. One winter's day, the wife was watching the village children at play in the snow. "Oh, how I wish one of those children were mine," she sighed. Yushko, her husband, took her hand. "Look, Marusha," he said, "the children have made a snowman. Why don't we go out and make one too?" And he led her past the happy children to a patch of fresh snow hidden behind a clump of trees. "Oh, Yushko, I feel like a little girl again," laughed Marusha. And they made a snowman, small as a new baby. First its body, then its head with little eyes, a mouth, ears and a tiny nose. As she stood up and brushed the snow from her hands, Marusha looked at the little snow child and blinked. For she saw two blue eyes gazing up at her, and not snow, but a white fur cap. Not the glint of sunlight, but golden hair. As husband and wife stared, the snow child became a baby girl. She held up her arms to be picked up, and cooed with pleasure, and curled her fingers in Marusha's hair. They could hardly believe this wasn't a dream. But they carried her home, gave her some supper and put her to bed. In the morning she was still there. "We shall call her Snegurochka, Snowflake, for she was made out of the snow," said Yushko. Snowflake grew quickly, and soon she was joining the other children in their games in the snow, laughing and singing and throwing snowballs. And she showed them how to make beautiful snow castles, fountains and animals, and to dance and swirl and drift like a snowflake. But at last the snow began to melt. Streams gurgled cheerfully through the forest again. The warm winds of spring woke the earliest flowers. A hazy green touched the trees, and the air was full of scents and bird song. And Snowflake grew quieter. No longer did she join in the other children's games. She sat in the cottage, pale and sad, gazing out. "Are you not well, my child?" asked Marusha. "No, little mother," replied Snowflake. "My heart seems to turn to water when the warm wind blows." "Why do you not go out to play, little one?" asked Yushko. "I miss the snow, little father," said Snowflake. "Come and look at the white cherry blossom that is like a cloud of snow. Let us all go." So they did, Snowflake walking between the old couple. But the child shuddered at the sight of the flowers, and the soft breeze set her trembling, so that Yushko put his arm around her to shield her. Suddenly a shaft of sunlight pierced through the trees, and Snowflake cried out in pain. They turned to see tears running down her face. Sadly, she turned her sparkling eyes to them, and as they watched, she grew smaller and smaller, until there was nothing but a patch of damp grass and a single white flower where she had stood. Thank you for listening to Storytime with me, Sherry. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!